Tuesday training. Hi. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday. We are, I don't know about you guys, but it's a weird week, right? Because we had, I think I'm still in recovery mode from SFR. I'm not going to lie. I'm still in recovery mode from that. Yesterday was the 4th of July, so it was that big holiday weekend. And here's the thing. It was so wonderful. You know why? Because I literally gave myself permission to not work. I'm trying to be more intentional with really scheduling time off for myself. Is anybody else in that boat with me where I feel like I have to be doing something like all the time? Because for one, I'm running a business, and for two, I'm trying to build my business, right? And so I feel like I am always focused on, I need to go. So my tip for this week, schedule time off for yourself. Schedule it out. I am a scheduler. I have my planner, and I literally I didn't even write like day off or anything. I literally just crossed through the whole days on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now, did I get on there and check messages or reply to some messages or check my emails? Of course I did. But I was not in my office. I was not working per se. And I think that that is very important for us, especially in the network marketing field that we're in, because we feel like we have to have that constant presence. And you know that one of my favorite words is consistency, and I will preach it until I am gone, right? Consistency is going to take you so many places, but there are ways to still be consistent and not be on social media, right? We can schedule posts on Facebook for free. We can utilize different applications. If you're somebody who is working a full-time job and this is your happy place, side hustle / I want to get to where I want to be thing, which is where I was for the majority of my business, for the first 8 years of my business, 7-8 years of my business. I was juggling everything in the air. And so I did use scheduling apps. I had a program called Planoly, Planoly. Is that right? I don't know. Planoly. It is a paid program, so I did pay for it for a while. But for me, because my presence was on Instagram, this was a program that allowed you to plan and then would post for you on Instagram. So for me, working full-time, who couldn't be on my phone, couldn't be on Facebook during the day or when I was working, that was valuable to my business. Now, not so much, right? I don't have that full-time job where I cannot touch my phone or answer anything or do anything until I'm literally home or off the clock. So for my business now, it looks different because I don't really need those things. But there's plenty of other apps out there. You've got Visly that can help you, not just with Facebook parties. Don't think that because when you hear Visly or ScentShare, those are the two main ones. When you hear those as like these scheduling apps for Facebook parties, think outside the box with these, because I will tell you, I didn't use Visly for very long. I used Visly very shortly because I had a lot of issues with it. It was forever not posting what I had set up, and I was having to literally babysit it. And for me, that was the whole point of having the app, so I wouldn't have to babysit it. And I ended up babysitting it, so I got rid of that. ScentShare worked much better for me. And so it didn't just have to be for Facebook parties, though. I literally use ScentShare to be able to stay consistent on my business page, my VIP group on Facebook, my personal profile on Facebook, and my Instagram. And I even utilized it for my Pinterest. And so it had a lot larger variety. I don't know what Visley looks like now, so I don't know if they do or not have all of that, but I do know what Sunshare has. That worked a lot better for me, right? And I wasn't just using it for parties. So look at things a little bit differently, right? Don't always assume because somebody told you, oh, I use this when I do Facebook parties, that that's the only thing you can use it for. Because it's not true. I will tell you, I very rarely used it for Facebook parties, honestly. I mainly used it to still have my consistent presence on social media. So use it how it's going to work for you at the end of the day. But I do feel like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be on all the time, and that's not healthy. And I will tell you from experience, 10 plus years into this business, that you are going to burn yourself out. I have experienced burnout. I don't even know how many times, because I was constantly like chasing the carrot, right? I was always trying to be there all the time, do all the things, get all the things done, put all the content out, and do all the thing, do everything that I possibly could with the hours that I had. And I would get burned out. You guys, burnout is real, and it can affect you mentally. It can affect you physically. That's one of the reasons that I left my cubicle life. When I made that decision to say, okay, I'm going to pour all I have into my Scentsy business. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to go and work in a cubicle again. I'm not going to do that. I poured everything I could into my business. And when I did that, that was great. But I also forgot about having those days off. Because like a traditional job, my cubicle life even, well, no, I can't even compare it to that, because even on weekends I was still checking emails and trying to get myself ready for reports. But recovering workaholic, you don't necessarily get like that defined weekend where you're like, oh, I'm done for the week, right? Our business looks different. Our business works differently, and it's built that way for us, in our favor, so that we can work it into our lives, not around our lives, into our lives. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to shift the focus now. You are going to take away, though, my golden nugget for the week is to schedule time off for you, for yourself, for your family, to do the things that mean the most to you. Okay? Okay. All right, enough said. I'm going to get off my soapbox. All right. Social selling. Most of us probably look at social selling as, maybe you define it like network marketing. Maybe you look at it more or less like that's the way for you to, or you've seen success with other people and working their business is on social media. And yes, that is very, very true, because the way that the world spins right now is very much spinning around the concept of being online and being social, which is why there are so many opportunities like Scentsy, right? To have that side hustle, to be able to have that income coming in, that passive income, whatever you want to call it, multiple streams of income, network marketing, being an influencer, all the things, right? All the things. I look at Instagram in particular, because that's where I spend the majority of my time. I look at Instagram in a different way than what I originally used to look at Instagram. Now when I look at Instagram, I follow certain people for different reasons, for my business to grow and all the things, right? But I look at the main group of people who are utilizing Instagram and platforms like it, and I see these 20-somethings who are literally building network marketing or influencer businesses on these platforms. And let me tell you, when I was in my 20s, oh my God, I was raising kids. I was trying to figure out how the heck I was gonna, get the groceries taken care of, like all the things, right? Their 20s look a lot different than my 20s did. And But that is the reality, right? That is how our world is spinning right now, is that people see that there is opportunity out there outside of that traditional job, right? Outside of that traditional workplace. We can build businesses. Look at the people who have successful Etsy stores. I'm not even going to lie. These people are living the dream, right? They're not only creating art or, whether it's virtual, digital, whatever, creating art, creating handmade things. You can buy pretty much anything you want to buy off of Etsy. There's people out there who will make it, and they are having thriving businesses off of doing this. Whereas, maybe 10 years ago, yeah, at least 10 years ago, that wasn't really a thing. So we have to really look at the big picture, and we have to see, where are our potential customers? Where are our potential new team members? Where is our audience? You can probably guess that they're on social media, because for the most part, a lot of people, even if they're not doing social media for any other purpose than just recreation, right? When they are looking at social media, they're also getting influenced. I've had a lot of conversations with people over the past few weeks, and just kind of looking at the state of where we're at, right? The state of where our businesses are right now. And almost the very first thing that I hear people say when I talk about being on Instagram or being on Facebook or being on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, almost every single time, the very first thing I hear is, I don't have many followers, or this picture that I posted got me so many likes, or this video that I put out is, my goodness, my stats are blowing up. This reel that I made went viral. Here's the thing. We don't want to go viral. If I wanted to go viral, I could probably figure out a way to do it, whether it be on TikTok or Instagram or wherever. But the thing about viral, the way that I look at that is, it's like a one-hit wonder. A one-hit wonder is, that song that you heard that was the one hit, and then anything else, or maybe they didn't put anything else out after that, right? It just went nowhere. It was a one-hit wonder. That's what a viral moment is. It's a one-hit wonder. And yeah, you might get some more likes, and yeah, you might get some more followers, but let me tell you right now, at the end of the day, you don't want to just be viral. You don't want to be viral, because viral is not your audience. It's not your audience. Who's your audience? Your audience are people who are interested in your products, who are interested in the business opportunity. Your audience are probably not the people who are picking up your viral video. In order to be successful on an online platform or social selling, is you have to be consistent, and you have to be keeping your audience in mind at all times. You have to intentionally be working and putting out content that is speaking to your audience. I don't care how many likes your video got. I don't care how many comments you got on your Facebook post. I don't care. Because let me tell you right now, that's not what we are here for. We are not here to be a one-hit wonder. We are here to build a sustainable business that we can create this good strong foundation on. And a good, strong foundation is not built on a viral moment. It might be a really tough pill to swallow, because in the way that the world spins right now, we are brainwashed by everybody else on social media telling us that we need to have all of these followers. We need to have all these likes on a video. We need to have all these comments. We need to be popular with whoever's looking at it, right? Okay, this is not a popularity contest. Let me say that again for the people in the back. This is not a popularity contest. This is not how many likes can I get on my video today. This is, how can I build my business today? And maybe that's more boring than having a reel go viral. Sure. But in the long run, do I want a viral reel, or do I want a thriving business? I want a thriving business, y'all. That is what I'm going for. I could care less about how many likes or views one of my reels gets. Could care less. Because in all honesty, it may just be my kids, or it may just be a pretty view that I took, a pretty picture, or a set of pictures that I put together, or maybe it's my dog, right? Is that my audience? Maybe there's a few in there. But that is not my target audience. Those are not the people that I'm sitting down saying, I'm going to be able to reach out to these people next week, right? I want you guys to really understand social selling versus just a presence online, because they are two completely different planets. Again, TikTok's a great example, right? I guarantee you, you can look at TikTok and you can see a couple viral videos, or you can see people who are very consistent and all the things, right? Being good at social media is only going to get you so far. Being good at social media is only good if you are reaching your audience. If you're just there to be viral, it's not going to do you any good in your business. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need to have X amount of followers, or you need to have X amount of likes, or you need to have this many views, or whatever. I want you to chuck it all out the window. And the next time that you find yourself looking at that number, I want you to remind yourself, it's not about the number. It's not. Now, you want to be viral just to be viral, then by all means, go do it. Go have a blast, have a ball, enjoy yourself, have fun. I'm here to build a business because my business is what supports my family. My business is what pays our bills. My business is what is going to allow me to continue doing what I love. And it's also going to allow me to be able to, when my youngest, who's already telling me she wants to take over my business, do I want her taking over a business that went viral one time way back in the day? I want her to be able to take over my business and have it be successful and strong and reliable and consistent. That's what I want her to take over. And when we talk about building a strong foundation for our business, it's just that. Because I've seen it time and time and time and time and time and time again, where we have people who, whether it's our business or not, who rise to the top, but then cannot hold on. And that is awesome, to rise to the top. But those who have gotten there know that they have to be able to maintain that, right? In order to have that as a business at the end of the day. Kind of like going viral. You rise to the top of the likes or the follows or the whatevers. That's only going to last you so long. Unless you can sustain that. Can you go viral once a week? I don't know. Can you? If so, then I will be here clapping for you all the way. Go viral every single week, sis. I am here. I'm going to tell you right now, the odds of you going viral every single week are slim to none. Slim to none. But if you put in the intention of, I'm going to build a business, I'm going to build a strong foundation, and I've had conversations with leaders who have gotten to the point of hitting director or beyond, where they've said, okay, I got here, I was so excited to get here, but now nobody in my team is really interested in working this as a business. And as they look back, and as they're trying to figure out what I need to do, they usually will realize very quickly, I need to have a strong foundation. That's what I need. And so social selling, I don't want you getting tripped up in the numbers. Forget the numbers. Forget the numbers. Forget the likes. Forget the saves. Forget the views. It's not about that. We want to be building a business that is going to sustain us in this industry. And social selling has a very good track record of doing so. Not because somebody went viral once, but because they consistently were intentional with the content that they were putting out. So the content you're putting out there, whether it's Reels or TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest or Snapchat or wherever it is that you are putting your content out on social media, you need to be consistent with it. That means you can't just post a flyer once a week and think, well, I told people about the sale. No, you didn't. You posted about the sale. And posting and praying is not building a business, my friends. Posting and praying, right? That's putting that post out there and I cannot wait. Okay, ready? I can't wait for all the emails to come rolling in telling me that I got another order. So excited. It's not happening. Why? Because we're posting and praying. We're not being consistent in what we're doing. We're not being intentional to who our audience is. Who's your audience? Customers? Team members? People who will share your content? Refer you to others, right? Those are the ways, those are the people that we want to be reaching. Because those are the people who are going to get us to our next step. Those are the people who we're going to end up relying on, right? We want them to feel consistent and to feel like they are being treated well. Now, posting on social media, I'm not even going to get myself, I'm like sitting here like backtracking in my head real quick, like, no, I'm not going to go down that road. But I will say this. You have to be intentional with what you're putting out there on social media if you are working on your business. If you're just there to be viral, if you're just there to have a media presence, by all means, don't think about it, just post it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I personally find that for me, social media is there to help me. And I look at social media as such a fantastic resource for me to utilize. Why? Because for one, I work from home. My kids, my two oldest are not involved in sports and they have jobs. My youngest is not yet at the age to where she's being very social. So we don't have like baseball practice or lessons or whatever that we're going to, right? So when I'm going out there in the world, it's pretty much 9 times out of 10, it's either going out with my husband and enjoying some time together, or it is going to the grocery store, or maybe it's a fun trip to Target, running the errands, right? All of those mundane things. So when I go out, do I brand myself? Hell yes, I do. Okay. I'm usually wearing some sort of a wax, Scentsy, Boss, small business, whatever it is, shirt, more than likely, because that is about 75% of my closet. But my car is also branded. Okay. I always carry business cards with samples, and right now it is extremely hot outside, so it is felt samples. Yes, it is. It's also samples from the consultant store that you can buy. Okay, the body wash or the lotion or the whatever, right? Like those samples that you can buy. Okay, I keep those because it's usually just in my purse and it's not too bulky. I will at least keep 1 to 2 scent circles with me, because wherever I'm at, if I experience good customer service, they get a scent circle. They get a scent circle. In fact, hold please. Oh shoot, nope. Nope, it's not there. You know why? Because I gave it to the cashier at Hy-Vee. That's the point though. When I have good service, I give it. And on the front of my scent circles, it just says, thank you for being you. It's a sticker. I just made it at home. You can make the same thing, okay? Or you can buy a sticker and put it on there. It doesn't matter. And then just make sure you have your info on it. That's what I have with me. So obviously I need to do another one. So I'll grab another one and I will put it back in there right after this video. But I don't have a lot of opportunities just to go out and have those conversations with people, right? So it is literally a here you go, or oh my gosh, in passing kind of a thing, right? Very rarely do I have the opportunity to actually have like a full-on conversation about Scentsy, about the products, what is coming out right now, or if it's an opportunity discussion. Very rarely do I have those because I'm just not in the situations to where I'm having those conversations. So for me, social media is where I have those conversations. But if I'm not being intentional with what I'm putting out on social media, then all of that can just go to shit. I'm sorry. Sorry for the cussing. I'm sorry. But it can. Because here's the thing. The people who we are looking at or who are following us on social media, think of those as people that you're running into when you're running out, running errands, going to the kids' things, going to all the places, right? Think of that as your social media universe, okay? So when they're in passing, what are they seeing from you? Are they seeing that you're always complaining on Facebook? Are they seeing how much you're enjoying your time, how much you are, or maybe it's about cleaning your house. Maybe it is, you know, the friendships that you have. Maybe it was having a great conversation, maybe whatever, right? All the things that we do when it comes to social media. So what does your social media presence say about you? If you have a business, if you have a Scentsy business page on Facebook, raise your hand. I know I can't see you, but if you have one, I want you to sometime within the next 48 hours, I want you to go to your business page and I want you to look at it and I want you to see how consistent have you been. This is a self-test. I don't want to know. Your sponsor doesn't need to know. Nobody else needs to know but you. You need to do a self-evaluation. What does your business look like? What does your consistency look like on your business page? Are you just posting flyers? Have you not posted in like 3 or 4 weeks? Have you been consistent? We need to be self-evaluating. Now, raise your hand if you have a VIP group on Facebook. Okay? I know I can't see you. That's fine. Okay. I want you to do the same thing on your VIP group, if you have one. How consistent are you? Are you just in there posting flyers? Or in your VIP group and on your business page too, but more or less in your VIP group, because for me, this is the difference, okay? Let me first, I'm gonna slide off into a sidebar real quick, okay? So, business page, that is basically like your Yellow Pages listing. I know, I just totally dated myself by saying Yellow Pages. Some of you are like, what is a Yellow Pages? Okay, it was a phone book back in the day. Okay, I'm not that old, but that is like your listing, right? That is there, almost like a billboard. Okay, people are gonna drive by, people are gonna look, maybe some people are gonna slow down, maybe somebody's gonna like it, maybe somebody's gonna click follow, whatever, right? That is your billboard of your business. So you have to really think about, what do you want that billboard to say? So visualize a billboard. What do you want it to look like? Do you want it to look like a flyer, or do you want it to look personalized to you? I personally want it to reflect me. Me. Not just Scentsy in general. I want it to reflect me. Because why? Because people can go to any Scentsy consultant and order the same stuff, right? We all are working from the same catalog. We're all working with the same sales. Yeah, we got a flash sale coming up tomorrow, right? We're all working with all of those things, which is one of the reasons why Scentsy has compliance and makes sure that we're not sharing personalized specials and things like that, because they want it to be an even playing field, right? But that billboard, if you are just posting those things, then yeah, they're going to go wherever they want to get those things if that's what they want. Why should they be buying from you? So how do you do that? Well, you're going to throw in tidbits of you and your life and the things that you love, or the scents that you love, or whatever it is that your page is about, right? I know a lot of people are more, they have really like distinct brands, right? Like Lisa Sanderson, Waxy Cats, right? So of course, you know, Potamus, her cat is all over everything, right? So that's a branding strategy, right? So if you have that kind of a branding strategy, then those are the things that you should be, you know, trickling into your business page, along with, hey, there's a sale tomorrow, or oh my gosh, I can't wait to get this product, whatever. Those are the things that you need to be doing. Now, when it comes to your VIP group, here's the difference between that business page, which is your billboard, versus your VIP group. Your VIP group should truly be that. It should be a VIP group. For one, everybody in that group has to have been a customer at some point. I make sure that if they've never ordered from me before, then I'm trying to figure out, why are they requesting to be on my VIP page? So I have a short little list of questions for my VIP page, right? How did you find me? Who referred you here? Those are the questions that I'm trying to get answered, because I want to know. I'm trying to, as a businesswoman, right? I am trying to track the traffic that is coming into my VIP group. Are they catching me off of YouTube? Are they catching me off of my Instagram link in bio? Are they catching me because they saw me post something on Facebook? How did they end up here? Now, sometimes, a lot of times, I do get requests from other Scentsy consultants. I don't add consultants to my VIP group. That's not my audience. I am not trying to sell to another consultant. I'm not, right? For one, it's out of compliance. For two, that's not my target audience. So there's no reason I need to have consultants in my VIP group. So my VIP group is strategic in who is getting in. And then I see, where did they find me from? So then I know, from my knowledge, okay, they're finding me off of YouTube. They're finding me off of Pinterest. They're finding me off of Instagram. All right, so I need to know those 3 things. Those are my ways that people are finding me. So I need to really put more into those areas, right? So it's literally for my benefit, okay? At the end of the day, it's a behind the scenes way of me being able to track my marketing. But everybody else who gets in, every customer I have, when I am doing my follow-ups, when I'm sending out that happy mail, everybody is getting a invitation into my VIP group. And that VIP group really, here's the difference between the billboard of the business page and the VIP group. The billboard is a billboard, right? My VIP page is like VIP access. Have you ever been to a concert where you got like VIP backstage? Oh, I have once. I was a lot younger, and so it was a whole different experience. But if you've never gotten to that VIP section or whatever, right? What would you imagine it in your mind? That VIP section. Think about that. If I were to be in the VIP section at a concert, whoever your favorite artist is, or maybe it's an actor or an actress, whatever, right? If I were to be at a VIP event, what would I expect from them? I would expect to learn more about them, to get that behind the scenes look, like, oh my gosh, they're just like me, like they've got Netflix going on in the background, right? Or, they love to go do meal planning, or they love doing things in the garden or whatever, right? I want to be able to connect with those people. So in my VIP group, that group content looks completely different than my business page, right? Of that billboard, because my VIP group is really trying to solidify them to me, why they are my VIPs. So I'm going to share more about myself, my life, my family, the things that I'm doing. So when I'm in there, I very rarely, unless it's a licensed product, am posting flyers. For one, I don't think it's authentic. For two, I want them to see behind the scenes, right? Here's my home. This is what I'm doing in my home. This is how I use Scentsy in my home. Or this is how I use it in the car. Or, oh my gosh, look at where we got to go this weekend. We had such a great time. Here's a picture of me and my family at the lake, right? Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. Those are the things that are going to connect your customers to you and solidify that connection. That gets you out of the one-hit wonder or the viral stage. That's the magic. That's what social selling can do for you. Because social selling at the end of the day is you influencing other people about why they should buy from you. Like I said, they can go to any Scentsy consultant and buy the same product. Why are they buying from you? Your social media, your social selling, your VIP group, those things, those need to be very specific to you. And the things that you love and the things that you enjoy. Not all Scentsy. You should not be throwing Scentsy at the screen 24/7. Please don't do it. Because while you think that, oh, maybe, it'll grow my business, it might. Is it going to be sustainable that way? I'm going to tell you, by throwing out flyers I did that in the beginning of my business. And I really focused on creating flyers. And I learned how to make my own flyers and using different apps and things. I didn't even use Canva back in the day. I used lots of different apps. And I don't even know what apps I used back in the day, but I don't use them anymore. But I will tell you That all the time that I spent creating all of those flyers and things like that, it didn't solidify my customers to me. You know what solidifies my customers to being loyal to me and my business? Is knowing about me behind the scenes in that VIP group. When I'm doing my follow-ups, when I'm telling them thank you, when I'm answering questions, when I'm giving them a text that says, hey Jill, oh my gosh, you are not gonna believe, I remember that the kids love Alice in Wonderland. Oh my gosh, girl, I have got something to talk to you about. Right? Like, those are the things that are going to solidify, because when Jill gets that message, I'm going to stand out. First of all, she's going to remember, or it's going to stand out, oh my gosh, she remembered that my kids love Alice in Wonderland. Huh, who knew? That's so cool. She knows me. She gets me. Right? Those are the things that are going to connect you to your audience. Being intentional. Having your target audience and your target customers always in your forefront. So I'm going to challenge you guys this week to go through and do a self-audit, so to speak, of your business page, your billboard. And then if you have a VIP group, I want you to do a self-audit of your VIP group. What are the things that you're sharing on both of those places? Now, you might be asking, should they be the same? I get that question here and there. Wouldn't say often, because a lot of people don't think about that. But for me, I think about it because my business runs on social media. So here's the thing. The billboard is about me and my business, yes. My VIP group, however, that's more access to me. And how are they getting to know me better? Can I put the same thing on my business page? Sure, I probably could, and maybe it would do great. But I will tell you too that if I look at the followers of that business page, there's a lot of consultants on there. Are they my target audience? No. They're my target audience if I'm looking to network and connect with people, then yes, by all means. Hey, you want to brainstorm? Hey, you want to be my accountability partner? Those are the people that I'm looking for in those scenarios. But when I am here to build my business, they're not going to be buying from me. They're not going to be starting a Scentsy club with me, and they're not going to be joining my team. So it's not necessarily where I want that true connection to be. Do I want a connection there? Of course. Of course. But I want to differentiate, and I want my customers to know that when they're in my VIP page, you get VIP access to me. That means you're going to learn more about me. That means we're going to connect. That means I'm going to probably utilize polls, and I'm going to reach out, and I'm going to tell people when it's a holiday, and I'm going to, you know, all those little things, those little details that if you add in the details, that is going to explode those connections. And when somebody has a good connection, when somebody has a good experience with a business or a person or whatever, right? What normally happens, right? They're going to share with their friends. When their friends are saying, oh my gosh, I saw Scentsy just put this out, your friend who is in your VIP page is going to be like, oh my gosh, seriously, you got to talk to my Scentsy person, because they are always taking care of you. They are always up on everything that's going on. Like the best. Trust me, you want to be over there. Food for thought, right? So take the next week and do a self-audit on the two. And if you don't have both, that's fine. You are not required to have a business page. You are not required to have a VIP group. You are not required to do anything. You're not required to be on social media. So if that looks different for you, if it's not a VIP group or a business group, that's okay. Look at it in your realm. But do that self-audit. Do that self-audit, because you're going to see one of two things. It's going to give you actionable items to do, right? It's going to say, okay, yes, I am serving my purpose, but how can I take it up a notch, right? I'm being very consistent. I'm being authentic. In my VIP group, yes, I'm giving them maybe first sneak peeks of different things, right? Where I'm not putting it on the billboard, but my VIP people, right? They're getting the sneaks, right? All of that stuff, right? Maybe you're doing really well. Maybe you're thinking, how can I take it up a notch? Okay, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. But if you find yourself on the flip side of that coin saying, my business page, I'm not posting that often. Okay, I probably need to post more often. So maybe that's you doing it, or maybe that's you figuring out, I don't have the time to do it. And if that is your excuse to say, or reasoning behind, well, I can't do it on my business page or my VIP page because I don't have the time, then that's when you need to utilize the resources, the Scentsy, the Visly, the Planoly, the other apps, the millions of apps probably that are out there that will help you to post for you on your pages. That's when those programs are going to actually help your business. And that's when I say engage in those programs. If you're short on time and you can't take the time to do that, then utilize those programs. Because that's what I would do when I had my cubicle job, right? I could not carry my phone. First of all, I couldn't carry my phone and talk to patients. I couldn't carry my phone into meetings. I couldn't do all the things that I wanted and wished that someday I'd be able to do all day long. So I wasn't able to do that. So in order to help me still have that presence, I had to utilize those different apps or those different programs that would help me. Now I don't need them. So now I put forth I got rid of those because I don't need those. And now I can just focus on making sure I'm being intentional with all the things. I keep myself on track, on a schedule, on planning, and we'll talk about that in a different video. But if you find yourself not having the time, that's when you utilize those resources. Pick one and go for it. You don't have to have them all. Pick the one that you find is either easy. I need more caffeine. Pick the one that is either more visually appealing, or you feel this is easier for me. I get this. I like this one, whatever. Because what I would do is then I would spend on a Saturday or a Sunday, my days off from the job, right? I would spend like 1 to 2 hours just sitting there, just setting up the content for the week. And then that way I could go to work all day long and not have to worry, oh my God, no, I wish I could be more consistent in my business, right? I knew it was growing and I knew it was getting interaction around me because I had already set it up. So I didn't have to think about it. That way, when I got home, I could respond to comments or questions or follow up with people who were liking or who showed interest in whatever I was posting, right? That gave me the ability to then have those conversations. So social selling is not posting flyers. Social selling is making connections utilizing social media. That's what it is. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Do not count the likes, the follows, the views. Get rid of that thinking. Because let me tell you right now, the number of views you have does not equal how successful you are. Your success is all about you and the authenticity of you. Not, oh my gosh, did you see how many views my thing got? It's not it. It's not it. So I say this with love because I want you all to grow your businesses, and I want you guys to grow in a way that is going to build you a true sustainable business, because at the end of the day, that's what I want for you, is that sustainability. That's the thing that people are chasing. So do your self audit, go back and take a look, revamp, pivot, do the things that you need to do to get you to where you want to be, to build that strong foundation. Next week, we're going to talk about organizing and setting some of those things up and what my systems look like. I'm actually going to give you guys a look into my systems and how I'm actually utilizing those to be successful on social media. So if you are not following or subscribing, then make sure that you do, because you don't want to miss that. I may even do an extra video with that just so I can give you more of an insight into how I'm doing it. So look for that too. Of course, it'll be on YouTube. So yeah, all right. That's what I got for you guys this week. I hope you had a very safe and happy 4th of July weekend. If you're here in the U.S., for those outside of the U.S., I hope you just had a great weekend. We are in July, and I cannot believe how fast this year is flying by, but it's flying by. So let's take advantage. This is also our very last week for this catalog. So we need to be intentional, and we really need to goal set about what we want out of August and that first month of our new catalog. All right, guys, until later, have a great rest of your week. Do your self audit. Trust me, you're going to learn a lot. Love you. Bye.